Back. We've got the second cipher of the day. The first one, I was tired. Let's put it that way. But I think it went well because we actually went over some WebXR stuff and how I'm fascinated by it. It's amazing. Gave some examples. Also went over shout outs to Little Sims out of the UK. Just put out their project. Sometimes I might be introverts. Came out. We checked out the website and let's watch some videos and yeah, super dope. So shouts to Little Sims. Word. Hey Tanya, what's going on? How you doing? Glad you're along. Thanks for hanging out. Word. For people that may not know, Tanya and I work at Vonage. We're both developer advocates, and so good times. So thanks for hanging out. What you working on? All right, so got a few cool things coming up. So this is like the orientation. So the first break session of the cipher is kind of like an orientation for people that may be new here. Chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like I stayed up too late last night this morning, and I was feeling it the first cipher this morning. But now I'm feeling pretty good. We're going to get some stuff done, right? So what are you working on? Let me know. All right, so okay, nice. Yeah, so Tanya will be presenting at the PyCon Malaysia next week. So do you have a link or anything? Because I have this now new fancy thing I added to the site to where any links mentioned, I can I save it, and so the archive the video, if people want to watch it later, they'll be able to see the links that were mentioned. So if you have a link, that'd be cool. If you're cool with it, I'll post it to the site. But PyCon Malaysia. See, Vonage, we get around worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, she's going to see if she can find one. Word. All right. So while that's happening, I just want to kind of orientate y'all. Orientate? I don't know. But show y'all kind of like what's up with the site. And, you know, if it's your first time, kind of how to navigate around. So this here that we're in right now is the break sessions. And these happen every 15 minutes after the hour. Now that so here is where we kind of talk about whatever. So we also have like show and tell. So if you, I'll show you how to sign up for that. If you want to kind of come on and talk about something you find interesting, feel free. You get like 5-10 minutes to talk about, you know, something you find cool. Then below that, you'll see that I have some closed captions. So right now, speech recognition that's in the browser, it's a web technology, which is amazing. That is translating what I'm saying into text, hopefully accurately, but I try to speak as slow and intentionally as possible so that it's accurate. And it should open up like a little pane or what have you and type out what I'm saying. All right, then below that, we have add a clip and create a highlight video. Now, if there's anything ever in these that you find that happened and you're like, oh, that was interesting, you just click add a clip. And I have it set up to where it'll go back a few seconds and move forward a few seconds. Give you like a 5-second clip. So you have like 5 seconds to capture whatever you thought was interesting. And you get 5 of those. And then whenever you're done with your clips, you just hit create a highlight video. And then what that does is once we stop broadcasting, it goes and sends off your timestamps and your username because it's customized to you to a backend thing I have going to different APIs and making stuff and things, putting them together and stuff. It's pretty cool. A big part of it is ShotStack. ShotStack API, pretty cool. I think I've spoken about them before. And okay, so Tanya says here's a link, but I don't think they have all the talks up yet. Cool. I'm sure that, I mean, if it's next week, I'm sure at some point they'll get it worked out. All right, so I'm going to add this to the links. So afterwards, if anyone wants to check them out, you can if you're viewing this after the fact. All right, so let me share my screen. Cool. I'm not gonna need any audio. So okay, so that's the break session. Now when we're not in the break session, there's the work sessions. And so a lot of times those are like 45 minutes to maybe like an hour, depending on how long I ramble on during the break sessions. But I always try to even it out for the last session. Normally those are like an hour long. So this is hopefully similar to what you see on your screen when we're in the work session. Here, I always like to have some like really dope tunes to listen to while I'm working. So we have this player here. I know a lot of like amazing producers, and so I asked a few of them, "Hey, you want to submit some music for these things I work on?" And they're gracious enough to submit some music. So if you like it, so this is a Bandcamp player. Shout out to Bandcamp. The producers I know, they have like Bandcamp accounts, so it's just easier for me to be able to have something consistent, a player that's going to be consistent. So they're all like Bandcamp players, and then you can see you can click the link to find out more. You can buy it, you can share it, and then if you really like it, you can send out a tweet of the track. So if you like what you're hearing, maybe support an artist and send out a tweet. Here in the middle is your to-do section. So this is where you'll load up all your tasks that you're trying to get done. And so when you click to do, it shows the task to do. Click done, it shows you the task that you checked off. And then you add them here where it says add a task. And then right here, so you can either hit enter or press the plus button. And then and maybe towards the end, if you want to, you can hit the Twitter icon, and that will open up Twitter with a pre-populated tweet with all the items that you got done. And so it's kind of like a little like, hey, I got this done, feel good kind of thing. So yeah, so that's there for you. Here is a timer, and it's a web component. I think I've spoken about it before. I'm into web components. So this is a web component timer that I created. And so it counts down to whenever the next break session is going to be, so you can kind of plan it out. Below that, we have some tutorials. And so let's say you don't have a thing that you want to work on. Maybe you need some inspiration or whatever. It's just kind of something to kickstart it, you know? And so got a couple of things there. And again, like I mentioned, just for full disclosure, I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage. So along with that, I work on tutorials. And so I have some tutorials there. And so I think they're cool. So the tutorials, you're able to make a phone call from your browser to an actual phone number. So that's one of the tutorials. Another tutorial is doing the opposite, calling from an actual phone and then answering in the browser. And then there's another one where it's two web users speaking back and forth in browsers, which is kind of awesome as well. At least I think so. And so I put them there, not only because I think they're awesome, but a goal for me and these tutorials is to be able to have people of all levels of coding knowledge to be able to take the tutorials, follow them, and get the desired outcome. But not only to get the desired outcome, but understand what was happening to create that desired outcome. So you get a better understanding of the whole process. So those are my two goals. So if you happen to take them, let me know if it achieved those, and if not, let me know. Like just send me message or something. I don't know. Like my Twitter. I'll put in my Twitter here. So it's lifelong dev on Twitter. So if that's easy for folks or whatever, I don't know. Lifelong dev. Yeah, I think that's it. Or my website, probably preferable. Lifelong.dev. Yes. All right. So that's the tutorial section. Now, let's say you're working. As far as tutorial, I also have a Free Code Camp and the Odin project. I haven't done those myself because when I was coding, they weren't a thing, but I've heard good things about them. So if you have no idea if you like coding, there's that. So maybe you can figure out if you do like coding and whether or not you want to invest more time and or money into it. Because the cool thing with coding, you can learn a lot for free. And you can definitely tell if it's something you maybe want to turn into a career. So there's that. Also, awesome, cool. Yeah. So then below that, so let's say you get stuck on whatever it is that you're working on. You can create a Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder / Creator Out. So you basically create like a little room, and you're able to invite people. So you get your own link, send that link out on social media or to people that you know or whatever, and then they're able to join the room if you want them to. You'll see a list of people who want to join the room, and then you can accept them or decline them. And you can make your decision based on their, because you have to log in with either Twitter or GitHub. So you can look at their profile to see if, maybe if it's a person that you want to give input or what have you. So you have that power. And then as the owner, so I have like a chat room, there's audio chat, all sorts of stuff. Again, Vonage technologies. We'll talk about that. I like to build things like using the technologies we have to make sure I have a better understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? Like what they call it, dog fooding. So yeah, that's also something. All right. Cool. So yes. So there's a chat, there's audio, all sorts of stuff. Pretty cool. So, you can check that out if you want. But yeah, and then, and as the owner, you can share your screen. And so you'll be able to present what it is that you're having an issue with. And my hope is that everyone can kind of come together and collectively come up with a solution. And maybe if you're not stuck, maybe you want to show something that you've been working on and want to get some feedback, you can do the same thing. So I'm not going to tell you how to do it. It's your Hako. All right. And then also there's the view, and then you'll be able to see any ones that are been created. Cool. Below that, so like I was saying before, if you want to come on and show, something that you're excited about or what you're working on or whatever, something new that you learned, be able to do that. You can sign up for a show and tell. We'll get so that in my dashboard here it comes up, and then we can set up like a quick thing to make sure everything is looking good. Your sound and your video. If you want to share video, you don't have to share video, but your sound and everything is cool and you can screen share. So yeah, that's that. And then below that, like I was saying, we have the highlights. So all the clips, if you take any clips and you want to create a highlight video, what happens is that once you click that create a highlight video, that kind of locks in all the data. So when we're done broadcasting, send it off to my thing in the cloud that I got worked out. And so right there, you can see the status of your highlight clip. And then it'll say status submitted. And then once it's done doing what it does in the cloud, it'll look just like that, where it says status done and then view. Click that. You'll be able to see your highlight video, and then you can download them. It's got a message. I got a new phone, by the way, and that's part of the reasons why I'm all up late. All right. So then you'll be able to click view, brings up your video so you can preview it, and then you can download it if you so choose, and or you can hit the tweet, send a tweet, and again it will open up Twitter with a pre-populated tweet, and then it'll have a link to the archive video. But the preview video for that is your video. Now, a thing I've just noticed that I guess it's only desktops where it shows like the preview link, and then you can click it and see the video. So what I'm going to start trying to do is that I'm going to, because I download the videos anyway and I post them to Instagram, I'm going to see if I can just upload the videos to Twitter as well with the thing and see if that gains any traction or what have you. So, but yeah, I mean, I have it, might as well use it, right? So there's that. So that is the site in general. So I hope you find it. Let me stop sharing my screen. Yes. And so that is the site. I hope you find it useful for whatever it is that you're going to be working on. And I wish you much progress and productivity in these upcoming ciphers, these sessions. And yeah, so I'm going to get y'all on your way. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. All right, so I'm going to get y'all on your way. Let me just set up the time. So 15 minutes after the hour, we'll be back. And I'm going to talk about this cool thing that I came across. I'm a big fan of like streaming and like niche communities, like smaller communities coming together and doing things together. Not like huge, million members kind of thing, but just like smaller communities coming together and being able to like of like-minded people kind of thing. We'll talk about this thing that I came across, and I thought it was pretty cool. And you can like set up your own Twitch or something if you want. It's kind of cool. So yeah, so I'm gonna set this here. And then, all right, cool. So thank y'all for hanging out. We'll be back 15 minutes after the hour. And cool. Yes. And good luck, Tanya, with everything. And yeah, cool. See y'all 15 minutes after the hour. Good luck. Thanks. All right. Send you some music. All right. Shout out to A Butter, aka Anthony Cruz. Track's called Thank You. Shout out to Natural Resources. All right. Thanks, y'all. See you soon. Oh, I almost forgot to click create a highlight video. I would have been upset. Would have been upset. All right. Thanks, y'all.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I'm feeling like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread it love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread it